And joining us here on the Red, White, and You podcast. What a weekend. What a weekend for you, DJ Jerome, with one of the best names in hockey. Not only you get that first goal, but you get your second goal the same night, a 3-point game. I don't know if you knew this, but you're on a 4-game point streak, which is the longest on the team. So quite a weekend for you.
Yeah, it was a pretty decent weekend. Wish we could have took the W on both of those, but it was a high-scoring second game, and we decided to come out in the last 8 instead of the whole game. So I usually don't win those ones.
It's crazy. The back-to-back, they're never easy. I feel bad for Francis Marat. He's been in that. He's played well. He's been in there for several games where there's been 40-plus shots. I know some of the veteran guys said we owe him a good game. Did you kind of feel that way, especially after Saturday?
Yeah, no matter who's in net, you get 40-plus shots, pucks are going to go in. We can't allow that. And if you look at block shots on the games we've lost or lost in overtime, the teams are beating us by quite an amount. So,
well, your rookie season off to a good start here, third on the team in points with 6. But let's go back to juniors a couple of years ago. Part of the year in Lethbridge, the other part in Swift Current. Great numbers. You had 46 points in those games. And how much is the pro life differ from what you were doing in the Western League?
Yeah, the Western League's pretty strict and structured, I'd say. Being a pro, I kind of like the style of you do your job, you do what needs to be done, and then you kind of get to do what you want to do. And I think that was a big thing for me in junior. I didn't like having to do something 24/7 all day. I kind of like doing my own thing and getting away from the rink as well. And that's been a huge thing for me here, I think. So, I'm pretty grateful that that's the way that is so far.
How about adjusting to life here in the States? It's a different lifestyle, especially, going through COVID. I know over the years, and I've been here for every game this team has played, always enjoyed meeting the parents and getting an opportunity to meet families, coming down. And with the pandemic and with travel much tougher now, it's got to be tough for, to be so far away from home.
Yeah, you know what? Aside from family, I think I can handle the weather down here. There's a couple inches of snow where I'm from, so
oh, boy.
It's a big difference. It's nice to wear shorts near the end of October here. So, but as everything else, as far as just being able to go fishing or something here all year, golf, it's pretty nice. So
you told me you room with Kelly Bent.
Yeah.
How much and we've got a lot of veteran guys, a lot of guys that have been, Kelly hasn't been around for a long time, but Kelly plays that way. Obviously tough guy, great guy off the ice, but a guy you don't want to mess with, as Jesse Mitchin found out the other night on the ice. What have you learned from some of the veteran guys? I mean, you look at a Chad Costello, former MVP of the Kelly Cup playoffs and MVP of this league. Jack Combs, who has done it all in this league and in Europe. Spencer Asachuk, the longest tenured player, and of course, one of the co-captains. What have you learned from those guys in just your short time here in Allen?
Yeah, you know what? If you walked into a room and those guys were all sitting in a stall and there was no name bars, you could tell who's got it going on and kind of who knows what's happening every day. So the way they just carry themselves daily, you can just tell they're a pro. They've been a pro. They've been there, done that, and you just kind of watch them. And without them even talking to you or saying anything, you can kind of just follow their lead. And naturally, most of them have been leaders for a long time, and you can tell. And they carry themselves really well, and it's pretty impressive.
I don't know how much you knew about Allen, Texas, or if you knew where Allen, Texas was before you came here. Obviously, as you know, a suburb of DFW, but Texas is a different style. But I think the one thing that all the players have told me that have come here said, wow, this is a place that I would want to live after hockey. You mentioned the weather earlier. If you like to golf, if you like to fish, this is the place to be. But, you haven't been here very long, but what do you like about Texas other than the weather?
You know what? I like the structure of Allen, and it's not right in Dallas, so it's not all crowded. It's kind of like where I'm from. It's more of a like prairie style, and there's so much room and there's so much stuff to do at the same time. I can see why everyone freaking likes it. It's awesome.
This is a rookie DJ Jerome. That's D-J-J-A-Y Jerome. Great name. I got to ask you about that. Let's just go right now. Where did the name come from? Was it mom, dad? How did they come up with DJ Jerome?
Both. My dad's name's Darcy and my mom's name is Jackie. And then they just decided to throw a hyphen in between for whatever reason.
Well, it's funny whenever you first signed her, I thought, man, you know what? I mean, what a great hockey name. He could come up and he could spin tunes and be our DJ, or he could take care of business out on the ice. I love it. So I'm sure you've heard that your entire career. Unique name, great name, one of the best we've ever had here. But I think your play speaks for itself. And it seems like you're getting better every game, not putting, too much pressure on you. But what are your expectations for this season with this team?
You know what, as a team, I think we're an old, well-known team. We got a lot of players that have been around for a long time in multiple leagues. And I think once we kind of figure out who's who and get everyone rolling together, we're going to be a good team. And I'm hoping to really run deep into June, and hopefully we can make something happen this year.
I heard it might have been a little bit of a tough week with Marty this week, maybe a little extra time spent at the rink.
Yeah, there was a couple more minutes spent in the room and on the ice, which was needed. So that's all good.
When you look at, though, with Marty, it's hard to believe that he's here. And you look at the winningest coach of all time is Scotty Bowman. You're a young guy, but I'm sure you've heard of Scotty Bowman. And then you look at the second winningest coach of all time is Steve Martinson, and you're playing for him. Does it kind of, maybe pinch yourself a little bit, knowing that you are playing for one of the greatest coaches of all time and somebody that can really help you in your young career?
Yeah, you know what? It's exciting to have a guy like that on your side, and if you can do what you can for him, you just kind of know that success is going to kind of come to you and as to your team. And besides his record, you can just see like he's been around a long time too, and he's a pro and he knows what he's doing, and he's very intelligent, knows the game. So yeah, it's pretty exciting to play under his wing.
Are you a video game guy?
Once in a while, yeah.
So not too big. How about who's cooking in the apartment, you or Kelly?
A little bit of both, actually.
Really? What's your best? Like if it's a go-to night, you're hungry and you went to the store, you bought some groceries, what are you making?
Me personally, definitely a taco salad for sure.
Oh, there you go.
Absolutely.
I like it. You can't beat a good taco salad. What about Kelly Bent? What is his expertise? What's his great, chef making ability? What's he putting on the table for you on his best night?
I think he likes to pull out the crock pot. Some chicken. So I think that's his probably go-to.
Well, hey, it's exciting to watch you. Excited to call your games. One of the tough things for me this year is not being on the road. And I've been doing that for so long, but I'm excited about our team. You guys keep doing what you're doing. And I think what you said earlier about things will come around. Just be patient. We've always had a winning tradition here. Unfortunately, a couple of injuries, a couple of guys that are not here right now, but as Martinson always says, when there's a couple guys not here, that's just more of an opportunity for somebody to step up and take on a bigger role. So You're doing a great job so far. Keep it up.
Appreciate it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, DJ Jerome joining us here on the Red, White, and You podcast, and along with his roommate, Kelly Bent. Is Kelly in the house?
He is.
Let's give us a little wave, Kelly. Where are you, buddy? We got to see you.
I think he might be gaming.
Okay. All right. He's gaming. We'll let him go. DJ, great to see you, buddy. Good luck on Friday night in Wichita.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
You got it.
In a world where coworkers have begun commingling, face-to-face encounters are unavoidable and family reunions are inevitable, My Labs Direct brings you the answer to the biggest question in the world as we know it today. Got antibodies? Whether you're at the backyard barbecue, at work, or visiting your in-laws, you will hear, got antibodies?
Do you have antibodies?
I don't know. Do you have antibodies?
How would I know if I have antibodies?
Do I need antibodies? I mean, I want antibodies.
Well, I have the vaccine. Do I need antibodies?
I have antibodies. Do I need the vaccine?
Kiss me. I have antibodies.
Listen up. Got antibodies? MyLabsDirect.com has your answer. Your 100% accurate results are available right now. Visit us 7 days a week and find out if you have antibodies today. No insurance required. MyLabsDirect.com.
MyLabsDirect.com. Anytime, anywhere.
Welcome to the Red, White, and You podcast, brought to you by True by Hilton. Michael Authier, the head coach of the TCU Horned Frogs, the club team. And we are so excited to have TCU hockey along with three other teams, Dallas Baptist, my alma mater, North Texas, and SMU coming to the Allen Event Center over the next several months. TCU and DBU on deck first this coming Sunday afternoon. First of all, Michael, thank you for joining us. And I know as we record this interview on Wednesday, it looks like Armageddon moving into the Allen area, man. Some pretty dark skies outdoors. How are things on the Tarrant County side?
Still pretty dark. Probably not as bad as over there.
Well, we are, as I was looking, I was debating on going to the Dallas Stars game tonight. They have a home game against Nashville. And I'm just watching those prices on StubHub come down, down, down as people are freaking out, thinking, I don't want to go outdoors. Well, hey, guess what? If you come to the game on Sunday afternoon, you will be protected from all weather, all the elements, and we are so excited to have college club hockey here. How excited are you and the team to be a part of this little classic tournament we have going on?
We're very excited. It's always a great opportunity whenever we get a chance to do something like this. Years ago, TCU had the opportunity to play down at the Cedar Park Center, where the AHL Texas Stars play, and that was a fantastic opportunity. To do something again, this time with Allen Americans, is very exciting.
So you play DBU. They've played in this building a few times. Give us a scouting report. I love coaches' thoughts on games, looking ahead, talking to our own coach. He's always very careful about what he says, but give us a scouting report. What can we expect when you two teams get together on Sunday afternoon?
It's funny. Jim and I have coached against each other for many years now, and his teams are always very much the same from year to year. I'm sure he thinks the same about my teams and the way I coach. So I don't expect them to be anything different this season than in previous seasons. We have not faced them so far this season, so exciting to face off for the first time. I know they're going to be a fast team. I know they're going to try to stretch the ice, and they're going to move the puck quick, and we've been practicing to defend against some of those plays, and I think we've got our system dialed in.
We know that TCU is a football school. We love hockey, and we trust me. We do everything we can out there in the market to bring in new fans, let them know we're here. How tough is it for your job, recruiting people, trying to get people to come play club hockey? I know the love for the fan sport to be better, and hopefully someday it will. You look at a school like ASU and what they're able to do. TCU is a great school, and, they have great support for football. Gary Patterson, he put them on the map there. They've had some great coaches, in the past in the basketball side. What about the support for hockey? How can we help you grow the sport there in Fort Worth?
I think first and foremost, awareness is a big key, and doing events such as this really help grow our awareness. So we appreciate the Allen Americans for putting this event on. It's going to help us grow our fan base in the DFW area, and that's a big part of getting more people to come out to the games and also getting more students to play. It's always tough being a club team, but we do the best we can, just trying to find as many players who come into the university and then convince them to play hockey. And so again, like I said, awareness is a key, and we're appreciative for you guys putting on this event.
Do you get an opportunity to go out and watch much high school hockey? Just to, take a look at some of the top players in DFW, and hey, you know what? We have good hockey players. You look at, Popeye Jones' son, Seth Jones, who plays in the NHL. He got to start right here in DFW playing hockey as a young kid. How active are you in the high school hockey world?
I probably could be a little bit more active. I do go out to games and talk to players every now and again, go see who's coming up through the ages. and who's going to be looking at schools. One big event that the TCHC, which is the conference that we're a part of, the Texas Collegiate Hockey Conference, they put on a annual high school showcase tournament every summer where we invite 150 to 200 high school students to come and play a little showcase weekend where all of the TCHC schools coaches are there scouting the players and talking to their families and trying to convince them to come to their schools.
Do you, as far as like the schedule, and I know I was talking to some of the guys when they were here at the press conference. So your games, they could be late night games, right? I mean, you could play like a 10 o'clock game at a Dr. Pepper Star Center somewhere and in the Metroplex, so you're not getting these prime hours. And I'm sure that probably, do you have another job too besides that, Michael? What's your 9 to 5 job?
I do consulting 9 to 5 and then coach on the weekends and late nights. So yeah, practices are late and then games on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
How much support do you get from the TCU athletic department as forward? I'm not talking money. I'm just talking about, making sure that they get coverage in there to, put it up on the website or promote when you guys have a big event like this coming up. Do you get a lot of support from the college?
From the school overall, yes. From the athletic department, no. They draw a strict line between the club sports and the university sponsored sports. I think a lot of that has to do with compliance things with the NCAA. Now, as far as the school support overall, student government and the administration supports the team as far as doing whatever they can to promote us around campus and in the Fort Worth community.
For our Sunday game coming up, and of course, TCU and DBU to get it kicked off. What can we expect for our fans that'll be there? And we'll have fans that'll come early to watch the game. What can we expect from the Horned Frog team?
You could expect physicality. You can expect passion in our game. We come out every shift and we work our butts off and then get a change. And so we're going to try to be physical. We're going to try to move the puck around and put pucks in the back of the net.
Where are you from originally? Where's home for you?
I'm from Colleyville, Texas.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. With Gary Patterson just leaving, just curious if you've ever had a chance to chat with Gary and, is he supportive of the hockey team?
I have not chatted with Gary. We've tweeted at him before and he's retweeted us. So he's definitely supportive of the hockey team, but I personally have not met him.
Well, Michael, I tell you what, we're so excited. This is going to be a great tournament. We're going to have a trophy for the winner in the end. And you know what, let's make this an annual thing. I know Jacob Rabito has worked very, very hard to try and make this happen. And we've never done anything like this before. We've had a lot of one-offs, with schools coming in here and OU's played, a game or two in here a few years ago. And it was always a lot of fun, but we've never had like a tournament, what we're calling the Classic. And I think that's going to be great. And hopefully we can do our part here to help spread the word about TCU hockey.
Yes, I look forward to the weekend. I look forward to our following games coming up in March. It's a very exciting event, and hopefully it'll be a very successful event as well.
All right, Michael Authier, the head coach of the TCU Horned Frog Club team. Thank you for giving us some time here on this, what is a Wednesday afternoon as we record, and we'll see you coming up this weekend.
Thanks, Tommy.
Emmett Smith is lined up and ready to get a COVID test. He goes to mylabsdirect.com, schedules an at-home mobile concierge visit, takes his test, and score! Gets his test results the same day. Wow, that was truly amazing.
Hey guys, this is Emmett Smith. My Labs Direct has the winning game plan for all your lab testing needs, including COVID-19, PCR, and antibody testing.
Visit one of the My Labs Direct locations or have their mobile concierge test center come to your home, office, or school, providing you with PCR or antibody test results in a hurry. Your 100% accurate test results are available right now. Visit mylabsdirect.com today and you will have your test results the same day. mylabsdirect.com. That's mylabsdirect.com.
mylabsdirect.com. Anytime, anywhere.
Welcome to the Red, White, and You podcast. Tommy Daniels, joined by my friend Eric Hoyle from Heritage Ranch. And this weekend, Eric and a big group of fans will be out here for Alzheimer's Night. I know, Eric, you were behind that. You were part of the walk. Give us the scoop on what we can expect this weekend.
Well, favorite color will be purple, that's for sure. We're going to turn the Allen Event Center purple in honor of Alzheimer's awareness. We've actually raised a lot of money so far. Heritage Ranch for the Cure walk team has personally raised $50,000. And we're the #1 team in the North Texas area. The area itself, which I happen to be the event chair for the walk at Grandscape, raised $410,000, which the goal was $360,000. It's the first time in many years that the actual goal has been reached and exceeded. And we're looking for more. We're not stopping. Alzheimer's is not going away, and we need to raise as much money to help fight against, people getting Alzheimer's.
Eric, we all know somebody, it may not be in our own family, it might be, that's been affected by Alzheimer's. Just personally, what does that mean to you, being a part of this, being a part of the walk, helping out, raising money? How has that affected you in your life?
Well, first of all, as you said, everybody probably knows somebody in their life that's been affected by Alzheimer's. Before it was really fashionable, my grandfather went through it, and I was like 13 years old. And I was, 38 years ago, and it wasn't really fashionable to say that somebody had Alzheimer's. It was known as dementia, and certain things like that. But at the end of the day, it ends up being diagnosed as Alzheimer's. So that was kind of like my first entry into this. But more importantly, since I've been at Heritage Ranch for 16 years, I get to know my homeowners extremely well. And, I see them good. And as they, start to decline, personally, my co-captain for our walk team, Joan Van Vliet, who will be there Saturday, her husband, I think he spoke 7 languages, was a college professor around the world. He was one of the older entrants in our Heritage Ranch games, would win ribbons playing horseshoes. About 5 or 6 years ago, he started getting Alzheimer's, and it just literally took him down a path that nobody ever expected. And when he finally passed away, Joan really spearheaded the fight, for Alzheimer's awareness and to try to, figure out how it can be treated. Right now there's actually the first drug has been approved by the FDA to help in that fight. And that's where all this money goes towards. It goes towards research. And for those of you that have seen the walk in the past, there's flowers that have different meanings. You have your flower that you've lost somebody to Alzheimer's. You have the flower that you're just a supporter of the cause. You have somebody that's a caregiver, and then another color that is somebody that's actually going through the process. The one flower that we're trying to get is the white flower, and the white flower will signify the first survivor from Alzheimer's.
I've been a part of the walk several times since I worked here with the team, and then back, when I was working for the Edge radio station here in DFW on the morning show, whole morning show kind of led that charge. So I've been a part of it for a long time. Normally I always say, let's make this building red on Saturday night, but hey, I'll accept the purple. I know you've been working hard to try and, help to sell some tickets for this game on Saturday. Where do we stand as far as that, Eric?
Let's just say that we could use more support. The tickets there's a certain link that everybody has to use, which I know you'll go ahead and put out with the podcast. Any ticket purchased with that link, $6 goes directly to the Alzheimer's Association. So basically you're paying the face value of the ticket, and then there's a $6 surcharge, for lack of a better term, but that is a donation that is going straight to the Alzheimer's Association. We will be there. The Ranches for the Cure team will be there in force, taking donations on the spot. And we just want to make a lot of people aware of this situation. And, what a better way to support Alzheimer's and support our Allen Americans, who are amazing presence here in North Texas.
Another question, when am I going to get an invite to come out and play golf at Heritage Ranch again? It's been a while. I'm waiting. My phone hasn't been ringing.
Well, you know something? I played golf for the first time at Heritage Ranch since July, Monday, in our chamber golf tournament. And if I invite you, I will make you look very good because I played probably my worst round of golf in a very long time. So that invite will come up pretty soon. And as the weather starts turning, we're going to have to try to find, spots to get in because it's going to get cold. So I know you're from Buffalo area and I'm from New England, but I've been down here for 18 years and I'm not a fan of the cold anymore.
Well, hey, I'll see you for sure on Saturday. Our mutual friend, Mark Friedman, has told me about how, I guess, if an intense you are a poker player. I've never been at the table with you. I've been for trivia, which was fun, in the past, but our paths go way, way back, Eric Hoyle. Good to see you, my friend. Sir. I know you're getting ready for bowling here today, right? Busy bowling day?
Well, yeah, I'm actually at Plano Super Bowl right now. I run a league, a very small league for our homeowners that I'm just here to run it. But then tonight is the big league that I'm a part of, which is our Studs Busters Bowling League. And what two better things to go with bowling is pizza and beer. And that's the league that I run, where I always say that we're competitive but fun. And every team that bowls in Studs Busters gets 2 tickets to get a pitcher of domestic beer or pizza. And we run 3 leagues a year. So if you miss out in the fall, you can join us in the winter. We just have a great time, and it's great camaraderie. It's mixed, men, women, handicap. So I don't care how good or how bad you are. Handicap is a great equalizer, just like in golf.
Yeah.
You want to do that with handicap, and we just have a lot of fun here. So this is one of my passions as well, but Alzheimer's is really at the top of my list. That's a huge passion of mine, and just as many people as we can make aware of the situation, and the more money we raise, the closer we're going to get to that first survivor.
Eric, great job. You always do the best at everything you set out to achieve. So no doubt this is going to be an awesome night coming up here on Saturday. Hey, tell my friend Scott Craddock there that I said hello, and I'll be coming to see him soon. Of course, you can't go to Plano Super Bowl without stopping by to say hi to Scott. Bowl of 300 game tonight, my friend. I'm looking forward to seeing the stat page tomorrow.
I'm telling you, it's your lips to God's ears right there. I've been waiting for that for 33 years and came close last week, but every week so one step closer, I guess.
Well, my buddy Mike Zimmerman, who bowls out there at Plano Super Bowl, I've been there twice when he bowled a 300 game. One time, I won't bore you with this long story, but it was a Sunday afternoon. The alley was packed. There was a special tournament going on, so we were down at the first 6 lanes way down at the far end, and here it is. I mean, whether a guy's got a shutout going or a perfect game or whatever, you just don't bring it up. So here we are, we're coming to the 9th frame, and there's a guy 2 lanes down. He stands up and says, "Hey, that guy's 3 away from a 300 game." And I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? You don't ever bring that up. But he finished the job. He got it done. He bowled the 300 game. I still have the video. That was the first time I've ever, witnessed one in person. I got confidence in you, buddy. I'm expecting a text tonight. All I want to see is 300. That's it.
Well, it's funny because being the secretary treasurer of the league, everybody comes running down to wherever I'm bowling when they have somebody that has the front 9. So I get down there and they think I'm the big kibosh. When I get close, if they see me coming up, it's like, uh-oh, here we go. Because we get the videos going. But I will say that the last 2 times that somebody has gotten me to go watch, they finished the job, including, and I'm very proud to say this, we have a group of guys that bowl in our league, and we always call them the frat boys because they actually graduated from Wiley East. A lot of them were they get the alpha class that Wiley East was formed. And so Chris Lawson, with at the time he had a 167 average, got his first 300, and the video of him getting that 12th strike is how everybody should react if they get a 300, because I was happy. I think I was happier than he was that he got it because I was so pulling for him. But it's amazing when you do see the job done. not to bore you with one last story, but my teammate, Greg Urquhart, who's been bowling a whole lot less than me, the first time that we were going for 300s, we actually both had the front 7 strikes. I missed in the 8th frame and he finished it off. That was his first 300. Then his second 300, it was April of 2017, I believe it was, or 2018. I had the front 11 and was going for my 300, and I left the 10 pin for a 299. And Greg goes, I'll show you how it's done. And the very next game, game number 2, he shoots 300 against me. And I mean, so he's gotten 3 with me. I'm super proud of him, but it's just, anytime you see it, I just feel so good for them. And everybody thinks that I'm jealous because somebody's getting it, but I absolutely love to be giving the rings away to the first timers and stuff. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's incredible. Eric, again, All-Timers Night coming up this Saturday here in Allen. The Americans hosting the Kansas City Mavericks at 7:05. Let's deck the rink out in purple. And I have 3 words for you for tonight, my friend. Finish the job.
Yes, sir.
That's Eric Hoyle of Heritage Ranch. And this is the Red, White, and You podcast brought to you by True by Hilton.